Hi there, I'm Councilman Curren Price, and we are at the district office here in the New Ninth on 43rd and Central Avenue, and we're happy to welcome the community here for a very exciting unveiling. Let me just first acknowledge one of our special guests and a real mother of our community. Sweet Alice is with us. Let's give it up for Sweet Alice. We're going to be making some more introductions in a minute, but I just want to just celebrate and acknowledge the heart and soul of TeleHealth vans and what their addition really means to this community. You've seen the fleet of vans out front. It looks very impressive. Even more impressive when they're rolling down the streets to provide services to our citizens. You know, we made it through a year that's been unimaginable. We could not have talked about this experience if we hadn't gone through it. And it's something that we will all remember. As it is now, we know it's not enough. And I think it's significant that we are here today on the first anniversary of George Floyd's death, his murder at the hands of the police. And his death really sparked, I think we all will agree, sparked another civil rights movement. Yeah. Not just in our city, our state, not just in our country, really, but around the world. So I'd be remiss if I didn't take time just to acknowledge the significance of today. Let's just bow our heads for a moment of silence as we remember the life and death of George Floyd and what it has meant since. All right, and we honor his life and his death with our moment of silence. During the early days of the pandemic, the message was crystal clear, became crystal clear. Pre-existing racial disparities in communities of color were a significant driver in the number of lives we were losing, and it's not acceptable by any means. You know, COVID-19 hit everybody really hard. Here in District 9, it hit us especially hard. There were over 1,000 neighbors that were taken. You know, that means 1,000 families that were impacted and will never, ever be the same again. Our community is filled with essential workers who do not have the liberty to take time off or to leave early, but sometimes didn't have insurance coverage, and so they just had all the things going wrong. We set out to change that narrative so that we can save as many lives as possible. And so we're appreciative that your presence here today to help salute that. And Sweet Alice, your attendance here is extra special. My team and I hit the ground running to fulfilling the basic needs of our neighbors hit hardest during the pandemic, whether it was food, diapers, medicine, testing, vaccines. We did what was called on. But we couldn't do it alone without the unwavering strength of countless neighbors and individuals who stepped up to the plate. In times of struggle and heartache, we can always look for angels that rise up. And during these times, they certainly deserve all the praise that we can give. Which is what brings us here today to celebrate some very special angels who stepped up when everyone else was down. Without hesitation, without reservation, you identified a need and you tackled it. So I want to give a special shout out to Dion Rambo. That's right. For bringing the telehealth vans to South LA. You're housing, you're providing resources, again, to help build people up in ways that we have not before. But he wasn't alone. You know, he's got a team of friends, supporters, and those who believe in him as well. And so we're here to welcome Compton Platinum rap artist Kanan YG Jackson. And our own football star, Todd Gurley. And again, they have made a real commitment in time and in treasure time and treasure to make this venture a success and to serve those who are less fortunate. We are going to forever be in your debt. Dion, we certainly appreciate the leadership you have exhibited. And as I said earlier, you have demonstrated, you and your partners have demonstrated that it's possible to do well and to do good. Yes. And they are showing how that can be done, and they're doing it well. So without further ado, let me just invite Dion up, and YG and Todd, why don't you join me as well? And I want to, let me just present this cert to Dion Rambo, President and CEO of TeleHealth Vans, on their 1-year anniversary. Right. That's significant, 1 year. On behalf of the City of Los Angeles and the 9th District, I'm pleased to congratulate you and to commend you for the 1-year anniversary of the TeleHealth Van services. Your organization has successfully provided telehealth services to over 5,000 patients. 5,000 patients in LA and throughout the county. I value the good work that you and your staff are doing to address the homelessness and mental health challenges and disparities throughout our community. And through telehealth, you are addressing those needs. Your work is greatly appreciated, especially in the new 9th District, and we wish you continued success in all of your endeavors. Dion, please say a few words.
Yes. Absolutely. We laugh because we are on the inside. So before I actually just say just 5 minutes of words, oh my God, you guys don't understand the power of us here, not like as just black people in general, just the roles that we have, that we currently have, like from Victor to Keisha to Kwanda, everyone is here. Angela, it's like, the trip is, Sweet Alice is like literally one of the reasons why we're able to be up here now. Like, if you, like, some real talk, her fighting for us back when no one would fight, I mean, from building the Martin Luther King Hospital so people would stop dying, to everything that she's doing now, honestly, we really are here because of Sweet Alice. She's why we're able to even receive stuff like this. Right? Am I saying it right? I'm saying it right. So I want to bring up my two partners, because I have a reputation in LA just kind of doing events and do my little marketing thing, but honestly, I wouldn't have been able to do the telehealth van to reach how it is a year mark the way we're doing it without these two guys. And I want to make it very clear that when YG and Todd approached me, they were like, we don't want to be a part of anything where we just got to show our face. They're like, we can go do that shit on our own. That was their point. We want to be a part of something that we're actually involved. We can see the numbers. We can see the data. We can see what's happening. And I'm literally on the phone with them or on Zoom 2 to 3 times a week. This is while he's making his album, and this is while Todd's catching footballs. We're keeping it real, right? Yeah. Like, so it's when you're from the hood, like we are, it's like you get this bond and you feel like you can beat anyone. And that's why gangs are formed, right? Because you feel like together as a unit, you agree on something and you can fight together. And that's what it feels like. That's what's hard to explain unless you understood war and you understood what's passed outside of these gates, why we got to stick together the way we stick together, because we're going to have a lot of shit thrown at us as young black men trying to do this. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but God got your back.
But God has our back, and people like Sweet Alice and Victor who fights for us, and Keisha who fights for us, and Angela who fights for us from Glenn. We're gonna need you guys to support us.
Yeah.
You guys understand what I'm saying? It's not. I don't give. It's not about me. It's not about why. It's not about Todd. We don't care. I mean, care, shit, but keep it real. But I'm just saying though, it's about our low income. It's about our homeless. It's about someone has to do it. Why not us?
Why not? We can do it.
So YG, come here, dog. We always laugh because we want to say stupid stuff. So YG came on board. When YG hit me before Todd, Y was more like, yo, I want to keep everybody out of jail. How do we use these things to keep everybody? That's it. And he honestly called me a punk because he said I was too scary. And I was like, man, let's take our time. And he always used to go, no, man, come on, man, we got it. His whole thought was, we only got a short period to save so many people's lives. So that fuel that I have of that fight through thing and why we're moving now into probation at a year mark is why. So what I would like for Y to do for a few minutes is, personally, you know him for what he does on the screens and the music, but I want you to share, bro, like, why is probation, make it, after this mark, TeleHealth van will be massive. It will be. Trust me. You're about to hear what seeds he's planting in this growth. Would you care sharing about why probation is important to you and why we're about to go save everybody in LA and around?
Let's do it. How y'all doing? Yeah, my beautiful people, what's up? So I'm YG, co-owner, TeleHealth. Thanks to Dion. When I came aboard, I told Dion, like, one of my missions was to figure out a way to keep our people from going back to jail for the pettiest reasons, you know what I'm saying? So when he told me the van, he showed me how everything worked. I'm like, dang, if we can bring these to the neighborhoods in the city, you know what I'm saying, we can help a lot of people stay out of jail. Because, I've been in jail. I did some time. I got a lot of homies and family that been in jail and did time. They still in jail. And a lot of them, they go back for, like, probation, parole violations, for, like, not being able to check in with their PO because of, like, transportation problems, or sometimes people can't make their appointments because they got work, and if they call off of work, they might get fired or something like that, So, it'd be a lot of stuff that I just feel like it's petty to go back and have to sit in jail, and, once you go to jail, it changed your life because it's like you come accustomed to, like, living like that. So then you feel like, oh, well, shit, if I go back to jail, it's cool because I went through it and got through it this first time. So if I go back, I'm going to get through it again. So then it's like, it play with your mental. It's like, well, I'm built for jail. And it's like, nah, bro, you not. Like, I don't want you in jail. Stay out of jail. So I told Dion, man, we got to do this for probation and parole, and try to keep as many people we can out of prison and the county jail, because that's no place for a human being. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my, that's my mission, that's my goal. I want to thank y'all for coming out today, and good to see y'all. TeleHealth. 400.
I knew you were going to say that. So Todd's passions is mental health. And, one of the things that these two brought to the table was they thought, and I thought Todd was just going to come from an athlete standpoint. Usually he plays, and we know him for playing. So I thought he was going to come to the table, and I was thinking, oh, okay, you're going to. But no, like, literally, he put me more into focusing on mental health than probably I was thinking about, because I was just doing Rambo House. And when I got them, that's when you probably saw more TeleHealth vans driving through the streets. You got to understand, if TeleHealth van wasn't booked, we were paying to make sure they took care of families. Do you understand? Like, that's what we did. And it happened because guys like this, we didn't ask for anything, which is honorable from what we're getting today. But that's the importance of Todd. So I want Todd to come up for a second and share real quick. This is my dude because he like keeps us serious. Like we'll be saying stupid stuff and Todd will be like, let's just stay focused. So I want Todd to share in a few minutes why mental health is so important and why from this 1 year landmark forward, we're going to become one of the most used telehealth van service in America.
Appreciate you, Rambo. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Y. Councilman Price, Sweet Alice. For me, you know, it's just surreal, just even talking to y'all right now. And I mean, you know, you guys are from here, being from North Carolina, a small town, and to be able to, you know, make a difference. You know, that's one thing I try to focus on, making a difference, you know, whether it's on the field or off the field. And a lot of times, you know, just because me being able to play football and being able to play in L.A., you know, I get known for, you know, just the football side, but being able to partner with Rambo and TeleHealth Vans, a lot of people don't know this is one of my good friends. Not only that, but my neighbor at the same time. So, like, it's just, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, you know, the whole the health standpoint, just trying to make a difference, come up with strategic partnerships with TeleHealth Vans and Rambo. And like I said, I'm usually more to get down to business, be serious, and like, you know, they always want to joke around and stuff, but and it goes to what YG said too. You know, probation is no place for especially a black man, and being able to attack these things, being able to use our resources and come together. And that's why I'm so part to be a part to be with TeleHealth Vans. I mean, it's just a dream come true. You know, my dream was always to be able to make the next Todd. It doesn't really have to be about football. It doesn't have to be about sports. You know, you can have your own franchise. You can have your own, you know, whatever, barbershop, you know, whatever success is to you, and being able to find that, you know, not trying to compare yourself to others, but then also take care of your mental health. You know, I know a lot of people, you know, that need help and they're scared to ask for help. And I'm glad with social media, it's becoming more of a popular thing to go see therapists, you know, to see your caseworkers and do all those type of things. So I'm big on that. I know a lot of people, y'all can reach out to me, whether it is Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. And, you know, I'm always with open arms and open words of encouragement. And, you know, I give this, you know, to the Lord, my mom for raising me the right way, and then Rambo for just bringing me on to be a partner and trying to make a change, to make a difference every day, and to do it in a city that I'm a resident in L.A. You know, I never thought in a million years I'll be here talking to y'all, so I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Todd is classic. Okay, moving right along before the commissioner comes up and do an award, and I know Councilman has to get out of here. I wanted to bring up who we came. Everything kind of started with this. I had Sharp, Southern California Health and Rehabilitation, for about 10 years as a client, and this is where the idea actually came from. So I was meeting with Dr. Barber. Come here, Dr. Barber. He runs Sharp. He's the founder, co-founder, and president of Sharp. I didn't think you were going to come. Come. So Dr. Barber called me, and Dr. Barber said, Rambo, he said, first of all, I thought I was fired because COVID hit and people started losing their job. I was like, oh, man, here we go. And he said, Rambo, we got to figure out how I'm going to reach, because he had all these families. I mean, he got multiple clinics everywhere in the county, and his number one thing was, how do we reach them? Because 5Gs was going up, things were happening, people couldn't use their data devices. How do we come up with something that literally was on my phone? I remember I was in my house walking around thinking, man, how do we fix that? And he allowed us the first opportunity, because of his mental health clients, to try it out. We messed up. He never penalized us. Never. Our Wi-Fi had dropped. We had to deal with people not wanting, because we were going, you guys understand, these go to encampments. So they go to homeless places where they're living in tents. They go to hotels. Everyone's not in an apartment. And he allowed us to figure it out. He allowed us to, with these guys, donate gift cards. Every 5 visits, they get $25. He allowed us to figure it out and fine-tune this, and never, ever penalized us. So I want to let him talk for just about 2 minutes on, here's your topic, why mental health in LA. I don't really, what's up, James? I already know mental health is, you see people walking around, it's getting bad. I want to know what's Sharp going to do to fix it. Yeah, try that on.
Well, the short answer is, Rambo, that we've been trying to fix it and been fixing it for a long time. This did not just start, but part of the fixing is really being ingrained in the community. And the reason I'm here and I'm so very proud to work with this brother is that he is of the community and by the community. And so we are a community-based mental health center, and we have been in operation for the last 28 years. And we have clinics in South LA, on Crenshaw, on Vermont and 88th, in Linwood, and we serve children, adults, transitional age youth, and older adults. But when the pandemic hit, our clients were afraid and scared, alone, isolated. And so was our staff, to tell you the truth. And I was a little bit. But, you know, you just kind of know that this is your role, this is your time, this is your moment to really work in the community where there are enormous gaps. And so Rambo came up with the concept. He's always been a partner with us, but about being able to make sure that we have access to clients. And we call them clients, yes. But we have access to clients in our community. And that is a big deal because all of our work is in the field. We are a clinic, yes, but the foundation of our clinics is that we do field-based work. We're not afraid of going anywhere. We go where the action is and where the clients are. So in order to make sure that that model was sustainable and to continue during this horrible pandemic that we've been experiencing, Rambo stepped up with this concept of telehealth, and all of a sudden people were pivoting to all kinds of technological solutions, but knowing that Rambo would go and see families, and he was our ambassador for our therapists, for our psychiatrists, for our nurses, for our case managers, to be able to make those very hard linkages was just enormously helpful to everyone. And the clients really felt as if we cared about them because we had ambassadors like the TeleHealth fans that he inaugurated. So I just want to thank you. I'm very proud that I did make it. I'm the CEO of Sharp, South Central Health and Rehabilitation Programs, and we're very proud to serve this community, and we're very proud to have enormously successful and committed community partners. And so thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Again, we appreciate your commitment to our community and appreciation for the challenges, obstacles, and opportunities to serve. And so we appreciate you, especially during these rough and tough times. And I mentioned that we have a good cross-section of folks here with us. Certainly, we have recognized and identified one of our community mothers who's in the house. We also have some business leaders and supporters in the house. Victor, SBA, Keisha from the City family, and I know that Angela also is here from GLAC. So Angela, thank you. We want to thank Channel 35 for its extraordinary service. But now it's my honor and pleasure to present another member of the City family who's here to join us, a commissioner from Public Works, Commissioner Garcia.
YG. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aura Garcia, and I serve as the Vice President for the Board of Public Works. And thank you, Councilmember, for your introduction. And it's always great pleasure and honor to have a common interest, like we've had so many in the past now. So thank you for that. You say, why Board of Public Works, right? So I'll give you a little background on how I know Dion really well and how I know how telehealth came about. But I also want to say that I'm born and raised here in LA. And I was born and raised here in this neighborhood, too. And so one of the things that one of you guys said, and I think it was Todd or Regina, is that it's what you do when you get there, right? It's what you do when you get to that position, to those highest position. And so as a child growing up in this community, I always wanted to be in a position, I didn't know what it was, but I just wanted to be in a position that would make decisions to improve the quality of life of others. I didn't know what that was going to form out to be, but as an adult and now as a commissioner, and very proud to serve as a commissioner because I get to serve the city that I grew up in, that I was born in, I'm very happy that I get to not only recognize folks like Dion and understand their struggle and understand the way we all grew up. And you know, we even had a conversation just 2 weeks ago about he was bussed out and go to Valley schools, right? And so was I. And so we were talking about like, your school's better, my school's better than yours, but we, you know, messing around. But the point is that I understand the struggles of growing up in our community. I understand the struggles of, you know, my mom also, you know, we moved around so much because of reasons I probably don't even know why. But I just, and so when I see things like today that, you know, our fellow brothers came together and did something not only positive, but life-changing, it's really something to be seen, and I'm probably not saying the best word for it, but I just want to say that it's really something impressive. That's really what it is. It's impressive that you guys all came together for a common ground and to better the life of somebody else, to improve the quality of life of your community, of your fellows, brothers and sisters, and just improve the life of families and generations to come. And that's really the point of this. The point of, as a leader, as a mother, as a wife, you really want to make sure that you better the life of your current family and the life of generations to come. And that's what you guys are all doing here. That's really what all of you guys are doing. So bringing the synergy, why Public Works, right? So Dion, for those that don't know or do know, Dion has been a contractor of Public Works for many years now. He has not only been a contractor of our department doing personal services like making sure that our Access in LA event every year gets done, and making sure that we're not nothing fails in any of our events, but he's also does those community, making sure that other small businesses know how to do contracting, know how to also better themselves. And that's part of why I do what I do, is to make sure that folks like myself, folks like Dion, folks like all of us can have a chance at the big money. That's really what I want to make sure. And how we do it, it's in different ways, through events, through education, through literature, to making sure you know that an opportunity is coming. And so that's what Public Works brings. So in Public Works, we are 5 commissioners that oversee city services or the infrastructure of the city. And this is a puzzle. This is all, you guys we're all part of this, doing this together, because you use our streets to go to places, right, to see our families, which is fantastic. So whenever there's something that you need a pothole fix, make sure, Dion, you give me a call, because making sure your telehealth vans stay productive and making sure that they go see our families. You know, one of the things that we did last year in Public Works at the beginning of the pandemic, and I know Mr. Price knows this as well, is that we wanted to make the process to connectivity faster, because we realized that as soon as the pandemic hit, kids were at home, learning from home. Parents, those that could, were at home doing their work. And for maybe more affluent communities, that was not a problem. But for our communities and different communities here in the LA area, we needed a faster type of connectivity. And so the city of LA, Public Works, we started doing the processes faster, because we knew, 1, less people were going to be in the street, and 2, people were at home. And so it gave us an opportunity to be out in the street and make sure that our connectivity went faster. So we are focusing a lot of our connection, our Wi-Fi, that type of work in this area. It is a priority for us to serve this area first. Why? Because we understand that our population here needs it, and we want it, and we want telehealth van to be successful. So our connectivity in the city to include make sure that Wi-Fi works here without an issue. So the city services are your sanitation, are your recycling, are your street lights. Many folks don't know this, but in our street lights, we put what we call a co-location, small cells up there, and that's what gives you guys more connectivity faster. So some people don't like them, but as now we carry a watch, we carry an iPad, and we carry a phone, and got Fitbits and all these things that we carry now, they all need to connect, and we want them to connect right away. So we have to have these equipment on top of our street lights. You'll see them. You'll start seeing them now. They're on a lot of our street lights, and we make sure that they go through faster, that they get placed faster, because especially in this area, in our south area. So I'll stop talking. But that is really our synergy with you, with your group, with your company, with us, with Dion. And so Dion has been a really big master of us and a big help to all of us at the Board of Public Works for many years. And I know he'll continue to do his education on small business and contracting. And I know he'll continue to make sure that more small business are able to contract. Actually, I do have to say that last week during National Public Works Week, we were able to pass a motion where we have broken big contracts into smaller contracts. It's called now community contract level, and that means that those big developers now we have contracts that are 50,000, and so a lot of our small businesses can't do those. Instead of multi-million dollars that we've had for so many years. And so I know I haven't talked to you about that, but in our next meeting we're going to talk about that, the community level contracting. We're very proud of that because we were finally able to break dollars into smaller pieces so that more folks like us are able to get in the door with the city. So I'm proud to be here. I'm happy to be here, and thank you for having me all this time. But with that, I actually have a certificate. And this is on behalf of the Board of Public Works, honors TeleHealth van. On behalf of Public Works, we recognize TeleHealth van for your innovation and adaptation to the current times. You're an example of a successful and thriving small business that gets things done. Your service to our community is vital and necessary for the continuous growth of each participant. We congratulate you on your first anniversary with over 5,000 visits. Today on May 25th. Thank you very much.
Can we take a picture?
Yeah, of course.
Take a picture.
Councilmember.
Commissioner, are you staying? You're going?
No, I'm staying.
Okay, stay. Okay, listen, I'm going to say goodbye, but let me round things up. This is your house. Are you supposed to say goodbye, or can I say bye? Like, should I eat in your kitchen? I want to just say this real quick.
Just keep the vans running.
Just keep the vans running. Bring them contracts. Jesus. Listen, thank you all for coming for the most part. I want to do something that's never been done before you leave, Councilman, and before I know, you know me. You shouldn't have gave me this. I want us to take the first ever, especially while Sweet is here, she's so special to me, group picture and this is why we're standing together. Not the TeleHealth vans. Everybody's doing something. Everybody's trying. It's not about the vans. It's about we're just the ones being honored right now, right? I know how much you fight, Victor. You fight me. I'm not sure you fight everybody else. I know the importance of those contracts being broken. You guys don't get it, but minorities, that's a big deal. Minorities black and brown can't get contracts because they're too big. They just passed a motion that now we can get it, and there are no jobs out there. So we got to help our black and brown people become owners so they can go after these contracts. BuildingLAtoday.com, Rambo House. We're going to take a group picture real quick. Crystal, Shawnee, stand up for a second. Backbones. In the pink is Shawnee. That's YG's mom. She's the one who made all this happen, bringing Y to the table. Crystal, that's my other half. She's the one who I disappear. That's Crystal. Okay, real quick, since he said I can do it, I want everyone to just come together right here. And everyone's going to get a copy. But I want us to stand together in agreement that outside of these gates, that's why I didn't invite just regular people. I invited leaders. I invited leaders. I know who's here. We're going to stand together and we're going to agree in energy that when we leave here, because we're not going to be calling each other, we're going to fix our city. We're going to make it better than it was during the COVID. We're going to stand up for people who can't fight for themselves. We're in the best freaking city in America, so let's act like it.